Hello everyone, Vinay here. Welcome back to my channel Learn Coding with Vinay and playlist ASP.NET Core MVC. In previous video, we looked into how to download data from database. Right? And for those who have not watched it, I would request you to please go ahead and watch the video. I'll put down the link of that video in this video's description and comment section as well. Right? And in this video, we are going to work over another common functionality that will be used in many of the projects. Right. So we will learn how to upload data from Excel file and push it to the database using Dapper in ASP.NET Core MVC. Right. So imagine where you have to update 200 or 300 products data in one go. Right. Going to product page, choosing each record to edit at a time. Maybe it is time taking and also irritating at a moment. Right. So this is the perfect case where we can provide user and a facility where user can upload the Excel and do the data modification in one go. Right. Downloading the data in Excel and do some modification will be easier compared to using application and edit each record one at a time. Right. So let me tell you what we are going to achieve at a high level. Right. So let me bring the points over here. So what we are going to achieve at a high level, we'll be uploading data from an Excel file, handle new data insertion and existing data updates. Right. So basically, in the same file, we will have new record also and updates to existing record also. Right. Then we will be using a standard approach that we will have a stage table, basically an intermediate table that will have the data of Excel upload initially. Right. Then upon users confirmation, we'll move that data from stage table to actual product table. Right. We'll also put down few validations. Right. And we'll also maintain the upload history, basically who uploaded which file, how many records were there, and all those things. So we'll go step by step on this, and then you will understand it better. And let me also explain you the kind of Excel we will be using. Right. So here is the Excel that we will be using to upload. So here something with 0 is actually a new record. ID is 0 is new record. Right. If ID is existing, right, then it will go ahead and update this record with this data. For this, it will put down the new record. Right. And I have also kept some error record. For example, we will have mark all this column data mandatory. Right. So this should fail because these two are empty. This should also fail. This should also fail because we have text as a ID. Ideally, it should be a number only. Right. This should also fail because it has price as listed as character. Right. And this should update the existing data in the database if it finds 21 number product in the database. Right. So this is what the Excel looks like. Right. And we'll be using this in to upload. Right. So let's move further over here. Okay, so we will be using the same project, the one we use for downloading the data in ASP.NET Core MVC. Right, so download data in MVC. So again, I'll highly recommend go ahead and watch that video where we implemented this download functionality. Right, I have run the project and show you what we are going to do. Right, so here we are on the product list page. So we have three download button. Over here we will plan to put down one more button that will be used as upload bulk data or something like this. Something maybe upload products data. Right. We'll put down this. This will take us to the next page where we will give user facility to select the Excel file and upload it to the database. Right. So let's dive into it further. Now let me take you to the database side first. Now this is the SSMS side. So we will have to plan few tables to achieve this. We already have product table in, right? So what we are going to do, we will have product state table. This table will be similar to product table, but this will be used as a temp table or state table. Basically, whatever we have in Excel, that valid records will come over here, right? And upon confirmation, this record will move to the product table. And so here we have ID, product name, category, and price. These are same as what we have in product table. Right. Now, for to maintain the upload history, we are creating one more table that is called product upload log. Right. ID is obviously running number, file name, the one name of the file which was used to upload. Right. Total record in that file, how many were success record, right? Who uploaded the file and at what date and time it was uploaded. Now we have not implemented login functionality, so we'll not have the user ID over here. We'll hard code some number in the user ID column. right, when we actually implement this. So these are the two tables that will be required. And to save time, I have already created this table in this db1 database, the one we are using in the previous video also, right? And here are few stored procedure that we want to use. First one is usp product stage clear. So here we are deleting the existing data from the product stage table. So the way we will implement is, whenever the upload is happening, we will wipe out the previous data from the stage table, right? And based on the confirmation, we will move the data from stage table to the product table. Again, I'm repeating this so that you get the context of what we are going to achieve, right? Next is the usp product stage insert, right? So here we have created the product stage table, and we need an insert sp that will actually insert data into this temp table. Nothing fancy, quite easy, just an insert statement within the stored procedure. And then you can pause the video and look at the code, right? It's quite easy, right? The next one is usp products insert or update from stage. So basically here, when if user confirms, then we need to move the data from stage table to the actual product table, right? So here we will have two part. First one, the data products with id as 0 will be an insertion. So here we are putting that, here we are inserting a new record, right, to the product table from the product stage table, right? And next, what we are going to do is update. So whatever, if there are some ids, then we are supposed to update those product details, right? So here we are updating it, right? So this is that stored procedure. You can again pause the video and look at it once. It's quite easy, right? The next we wanna the next stored procedure we wanna have is to, usp product upload log insert. So basically this is a stored procedure that will insert data into product upload log table, and basically who uploaded file, which file was used, what was the total record count, what was the success record count, summary basically, right? So the again, this also stored procedure are also created, right, to save time and reduce the video length. I am just explaining it. Now let's move to the next. Let me just quickly show you what we have in these tables. In the product table we have few product, around 19 product we have, right? Currently the product stage table is empty, we don't have anything, and product upload log table also empty, right? So as and when we make progress, we will fill data in this. Let's move ahead. Now since we have created the stored procedure, let's move ahead and add methods, required methods in the service section, service classes. So we'll go to services, I'll expand service, I'll say product service and iProduct service and product service. So currently we have only one method, that is get all product, and the same method is implemented into the product service right over here. So what we'll be doing, we will add few more methods that are required to achieve our Excel upload functionality. Let me copy paste it, and I'll explain the code. So these are the methods we will need, further. First one is clear product stage, second is insert data into product stage, third one is insert or update products from stage to the actual table, right? And insert update product log, right? So these methods will be required to achieve this functionality. And let me go ahead and put down the Dapper code as well for all this method. Okay, so I have copy pasted this method. Again, I'll explain this method. Those are quite simple. This one is existing what we have, get all products and display it on the screen. Next is the clear product stage table, right? So here we had the store procedure that was deleting data from the stage table, right? Quite simple. Then insert product stage. So this is the store procedure that will insert the data into product stage table while processing the Excel file. Right. Next is insert or update products from stage. So we will give user confirmation, screen that this is how your Excel looks like. Right, these are valid record, these are invalid record, and if user confirms, we'll put down the data into the database. So we will be using this method, and which ultimately will use this store procedure, and reading the data from the stage table and putting down into the actual product table. Then we will also maintain the summary into the product log table. Right, so we have this method. Again, go ahead and pause the video and look at this code. It's quite simple. Just let me move it on top again, and slowly let me bring each method so that you can pause it and read it. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now since database stuff is ready, database access classes are ready, next we want to do is to work on the UI part, right? So what do we need to do? we need to add one more method in the product controller, that is called bulk upload, right? So let me go ahead and do that. So let me go to product controller over here. I think that's open only, but let me do it again. And from here, let me add this method, which is bulk upload, right? Save it. Next thing we want to do is to, put down the button on the products index page, right? That will take us to this method, right? So let's go ahead and go to product index view, and over here where we have three buttons, we'll add one more button over here. Adding one more button, right? Give it a name bulk upload, and on clicking on that, we will go to the product controller bulk upload method, right? And products upload method, and we have used this time upload icon also, right? And we will have to adjust this length a little bit, because earlier there were three buttons, so call 4 was good enough, but I think we'll have to make it now 6, right? Save it. Let's go ahead and add the view now. Let me add blank view over here, and we will see the navigation whether it works or not later. So let me go ahead and add the view. Let's add an empty view. Let's give it a name bulk upload .cshtml. Okay, and let me put down few code, so that while testing navigation we'll see whether it works or not, right? So what we are doing, just we are displaying this will be the bulk upload product page, right? And here we will put down the rest of the code. Let's go ahead and run this and see if our clicking on the upload button will land on this method or not. Let's go to products, and let's wait for screen to load, right? So it is loaded. We have products, and we have products bulk upload button also. Let me click it. So we are onto the bulk upload page, right? And here we will put down the upload rest of the code, right? So let's move ahead in this. So let me go ahead and remove this now. It was just a temporary. Let me remove this. Let me put down the code for uploading the Excel. So what it is quite simple. We have taken the form tag, right? And in the form tag, we and make sure we are marking form tag as encrypt tag, enc type is equal to multiply form data, right? Otherwise we will not be able to submit the file that was selected by the user, right? Then we have the input control as file. This will be browse control, file browse control. Then we have the button process file, and then back to list. Back to list will again take us to the product list page, right? So let me save this, and let's see how does our browser look like now. See, now we have this screen where we have the user can select the file to upload and say process, right? Now when user selects the file and say process, we need to actually push the selected file to the post method, right? So remember, we have already created the bulk upload get method now. So now let's work on bulk upload post method. So let me stop the program and move ahead. So let me just go ahead and put down the bulk upload post method now. And let me put down return view as of now, as it is, so that it is good now. So this is the method where we'll be posting the file, right? Because if we go ahead and see the bulk upload page, right, in the form we have written that go to the post method is bulk upload post method, right? So clicking on any submit button will take us over here, right? Let's put down our code one by one to read the file. So first of all, let's just just print the file selected. So let's do this. Just let me have some view data, view bag, file name, whatever file dot file name, and file length, whatever file we have the Excel file dot length, and let's print them on the view. So on the same view. So I'll go over here on the top. We'll put down the upload file detail. So we'll basically just display the view bag. That's what we created. So let me copy paste the code I already have. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. And let me remove this. Right. So over here, what we are doing, we are just simply displaying whatever file was selected and its few attributes, file name and the size of that file. Right. So let's go ahead and run this. How does it look like now? Let's go to products bulk upload, and let's choose one file. So we'll use this file which I just demonstrated some time back, and let's say process file. Right. So we have the file details. This was the file name and these are the bytes. Right. So this is the file size. So first thing is that, first thing is in place. Whatever file we are selecting, that is, and we read few attributes of it and we displayed it. Right. Ideally this is not required, but just to make sure, we are moving ahead slowly and learners understand this concept very well. Right. So now let's stop this and move ahead. So let me remove this. We don't need this. We don't need this. Right. Save. Go to products. Okay. So from here, so first of all, what do we need to do? We need to put down some validation whether the file was selected. Basically, file should be there and file should have some data in it. So let me go ahead and put down some validation code over here. So let me put down the code over here and I'll explain it. Okay, I got. So first of all, what we are doing, we are checking whether the file was uploaded or not, selected or not. If not, we are returning the same view with error message, right? Then we are also checking the file extension should be .xlsx only, right? Because it has to be Excel only, right? So if it is not, then also we are returning an error message, right? And what do we need to do? We'll have to have the code to display this error message. So let me close this index.cshtml. We don't need this. Over here, somewhere on top, right? So we'll put down the validation also that displays the validation. So let me copy this. Let me put it down over here. Right. So what we are doing, we are simple. If there is an error message, it displays the error message. Right. Quite simple. Now let's move on. So if there was no message, no error message, file was good, everything is good, then the next thing is to iterate to the file data and process further. So let's do that. So let me bring the code. Yeah. So let me explain the code now. Right. So if we have receive the file basically, then what do we need to do? So file was supposed to upload, right? So first thing we need to do is to call our clear prod stage method that will clear the temp table, staging table, that will clear the data from the product stage table, right? Because we need it empty every time, right? So first thing we should do is to make it empty. Second, we need to have the we will be out while reading the file, we'll take note of success records and rejected records, right? Because that will be displaying on screen, so user can decide based on that whether you want to go with the final upload or not, right? So let me just take this using product and this rejected product. I think we'll have to create this one view model class. Let me go ahead and create it quickly. So let me show you what I did. I created the VM rejected product. Right here, one thing extra we have is the error message, because we want, while few records are rejected, we want to display the reason also, right? So we need this. Otherwise, it's quite similar to what we have the product model. And one more thing change over here is to we have taken everything this as string, data type as string. While in product model, if we go to product model, we have respective data types for each of this property, right? So let me go ahead and save these. This is good now. This looks good as well. Now for environment, yeah, okay. And we will be uploading the files, whatever file is getting uploaded, we'll keep it for audit purpose over here in www root, right? Ideally it should be on file server or somewhere on cloud, but for this simple project, I have kept it with that we will be uploading it in the www root, right? And to access www root folder and files from there, we need to have an environment variable in, right? So we need to inject that environment variable. So let me just go ahead and inject the environment variable over here. So we'll be doing this, and we will inject the iWeb host environment into the constructor, and let's assign value to it. Save it, and let's see if we see any error over now. Okay, now the code is in place, but let me walk you through, right? So first of all, we are checking validation up to here, if file was selected and if it is the excel only. If yes, we are taking the file name and length somewhere in the view back. We will be using it further because down the line, right? Then if file was there, it has some data, we'll clear the existing stage table, right? Then we are appending GUID to file name, because ultimately, see, someone can use the same file. Maybe two user can use the same file at the same time and upload the data, right? So whenever we save the file in www root, there are chances that it might generate error, or even the last user file will be there. So the last user who is uploading the last, that file will override whatever there in existing. But that way we lose the data of what was uploaded by the other user, what was the file uploaded by other user. So to avoid that, in we are renaming the file and appending the GUID. I would not say appending, prefixing the GUID before the file name, right? So that's what we are doing. And then we are if then we are making a we are checking whether we have the upload folder or not. If not, it will create this folder, right? And it will go ahead and move the file to this upload folder. And once the processing is done, we will have the same at the same place, we will have the process folder, where once uploading and everything is done, file will be moved from uploads folder to the process folder, right? So I'll show you that also. So now what we are doing over here, now we are reading the file, we are reading the excel sheet, one by one. First row we are skipping because it is going to be header row, right? Then we are checking, then we are moving further. And moving further, what we are doing, we are checking whether all cell has value or not. If any one cell has missing the value, we are saying that fields are required, right? Then we are checking for id should be number. If it is not number, we are generating the error and returning. If it is not, if it is again price is not a number, then also we are generating error, and we are adding those records into the rejected list. So if now there is no error, record looks good, it is all success, right? The next step, what we are doing, we are creating it an object of product. We are converting it to the desired type. For example, id and price are supposed to be number, product name and category are strings. That is fine, right? And then we are inserting each record to the stage table. So insert prod stage table, and this is what we are doing. So we are maintaining also the success list over here, right? Because at the end we want to display summary, the temporary, you know what all records are there, right? So we are taking success records, success list, success record count, total record counts, success record count plus rejected list count, right? And we are also taking rejected products, rejected list, rejected product count, rejected list count. Why? Because we want to display them on the screen, right? So we have this data. Now let's work on the UI part. So let's go over here after the form. Let me put down the required HTML code. So let me again explain what we did. So we had this process button, back to list already. So once we upload the file, then we are supposed to display what all records can get in, oh, and what all records are rejected, right? So here we have the success records, we are listing it into a tabular format, right? And here we have a list of rejected record, there we are listing it into, again, into the tabular format, and this time with reason that these records are going to be rejected, right? They will not be used in, they will not be uploaded into the database, right? So up to this, we look, this looks good, and let's go ahead and run this. And let me put down, debugger over here, because what I want to do, let me into stage up to here. Yeah, let me put it down over here and run it. Let's go to products. Let's go to upload product. Let's choose the file, process file. Right, so we have added the debugger, right? So what we are doing over here, let's say which record we are dealing with. Let's check it out once. So this will be probably the first record. Let's see the first valid record, basically this. Okay, so we have 0, 50 stationery, DOMs, crayon colors. Okay, let's go ahead and database and see if we have something in the stage table right now. Because first what we are doing is we are putting it down into the stage table. We don't have anything, right? Let me move ahead one line. Okay, so it got successfully inserted. Let me remove the debugger. Let's go to database again and check once, right? So it has put down one record into the database. Now let me just go ahead and say F5, let it process the entire file, and let's see what happens, right? So we have, nice, we have three valid records, those are coming as these. So whenever, we'll put down more buttons over here, confirm upload and cancel upload, two buttons, and upon confirm we will process all these valid records, these will be ignored, right? And it is working very nicely, for other records it is saying that, okay, what is missing, what is not there, right? ID must be number, price must be number, all fields require, all fields are required, so these are the missing values. So these are the rejected records, right? Now we need to provide user the two more button, confirm upload and cancel upload, right? So if that, based on that action, we will take down this data from the state table and put it down into the actual product table, and move the file from uploads folder to the process folder, right? And upon cancel, we should remove the data from state table and delete the file from the upload folder. That's what we are going to achieve. So let's do this. So let's go to UI first, and at the end let's put down two more buttons. So if there are record to push, right? If there are record to push, so basically what we are checking, if there are success record count, right? Then what we are doing, we are displaying this confirm upload button, and we are sending it to the confirm upload method that we will build soon, right? And then if it is confirm upload, then we'll put down the data from state table to the actual table, right? If it is not, if user is canceling, then what we will be doing, we will be deleting the data uploaded into the stage table, and move the file from these uploads to the process folder, right? So let's go ahead and put down the necessary C# code now. So let me bring that code. So I have copy pasted the code, and let me explain what we are going to do over here now. So once user press the confirm upload button, we are sending certain parameters, file name, total records, and success record count, right? And then we are putting it into the insert or update products from stage. So basically from the stage table we are putting it down to the actual product table. Then we are also putting down into the log table, which is insert upload log, right? Because we want to maintain the summary. And I told in the beginning also that we have not implemented login. Ideally this should be user taken from the session or JWT token or whatever it is, but here as a user, for user ID we are hard coding it, right? So it is one. And then once everything is done, then what we are doing, we are taking the file from uploads folder and moving it to process folder over here, So this is that code. So you can pause the video and check out the code, one by one, right? And we are and so basically entire this code is for moving the file from uploads folder to the process folder, right? Which is in the same folder, www root uploads and process, right? So we'll see it when we run this, right? And cancel upload. If user for any reason chooses not to upload this file, then what do we need to do? First we need to do the clear the stage table, right? And since we have not make any entry anywhere, so it is just the stage table that we need to clear. Once that is done, we need to delete the file from this upload folder, right? So we will be deleting this file from here, right? So let's go ahead and run this now. Let me save this. This is not saved. Also, before let me run it, and let me go to SQL so that we can see, so we have how many rows? We have 19 rows at this moment, right? And let me bring that Excel also. So what we'll be doing, we'll do some modification that is visible to us. So let me change few values over there. Okay, so this is good. DOMS crayon colors, is good. So 9 number product, I'll say updated via Excel upload. Right, let me take this food. Let me take this 210. These are the error record which are okay. We don't need to do anything over here. This is the again update. So it has A4 printer. Let me show what we have on 21 number. So 21 guys, this, right? White. So what we'll be doing, let it be, I'll just say edited, and let them make price make 300, whatever it is, 450, right? So if we summarize this, there will be new record entry for this guy, right? DOMS crayon colors. There will be an update for updated from Excel upload, I would say, right? These will be rejected, and there will be an update for this record, right? So let's see. So ideally we have 19 record in the database. So with one insertion the count will go to 20, and 9 number row, this guy, and 21 number row, this guy should be updated with whatever data we have, right? So let me save this. Let me close this, and let's go to our browser. Let's go to products bulk upload. Let me also open the folder, of the project www uploads. We don't have anything over here now, right? So once we upload it, we should see something over there. So let me go ahead and choose the file, process it, right? So we have the data. It is saying that these are valid record will be processed, these are invalid record will not be processed. If we do confirm upload, 3 record will be processed. Out of this one will be insert, and these two will be update. Also, let's go ahead and see the folder. So now in the uploads folder we have this file, that we recently uploaded, right? Now what do we need to do? We'll just confirm. So, and let's say confirm upload. Okay, so we have error. Let's fix this. Okay, I think I missed to have the confirm upload view. Okay, let me pause and add the view. Okay, so I have added the confirm upload. I actually missed to have this view, because after confirmation also we need to display that, okay, this was the file name, these are the total records, these are the success count, and these are the rejected count, right? So that summary was there. So that summary was supposed to be displayed, which I missed. Sorry for that. So now let's go ahead and run this again. Let's go to browser, products, bulk upload. Let's select the same file, and in the background I have cleared the previous data, from the staging and log table also. So let me go ahead and process file. Right. So we have these 3 records, right? Let's say confirm upload. Okay. So file uploaded, confirmation. We have this file name. There were 8 records, 3 processed successfully, and 5 rejected. Let's go back to products and see. We should have that one guy in this guy. Okay, crayon colors is already in with 50. And let me open the Excel so you can relate it better. Right, so this guy is got inserted, right? And next we want to see is the 9 number guy and 21. So this is edited. Okay, excellent. Price is also changed to 300. Let's see if that was the case. This is the case, right? Okay, the 9 number guy, this guy uploaded from Excel upload, updated from Excel upload. This is, and price to 210, price to 210, right? So the file is uploaded successfully. Let's visit the folder actually. So we are into the uploads folder. We don't have anything because file was processed, and we should see the file processed over here, right? There's one more file lying over there, because when we generated the error, the data was processed actually, and file was also moved to the process folder, right? But this is how it usually works. Uploaded file should have been saved, so they can be used for audit. What was uploaded, where is the file? Those questions will come later, because if something goes wrong, right, then it needs to be investigated, that which file for used to upload, what was the data inside it, right? So at that time this will require, so such kind of architecture or folder structure will be required. You will have to have upload folder, and then you will have upload folder will be posting the file as it is. And once if the file is processed, we'll move to the process folder. So later on when there is some audit is going on, we know that whatever there in process folder, those files were processed successfully, right? Now let's check the tables now quickly. So what do we have in this stage table? We should have the only success record data, which is there, 0 9 21, which is good. In the log table we should have the summary. So we have the summary. This was the file uploaded. These are the total number of records. Number of three the success record processed. One is the user ID. As I said, it was hard coded in our code, and this is the date and time when was the file uploaded, right? Now let's go ahead and check the when user doesn't want to upload the file, that scenario, right? So let's go ahead over here. Let's choose the file. That we'll use the same file, because anyway we'll not be uploading it, right? Let me say process. So it will bring out the summary. The same summary will come because we are using the same file. Okay, I think we have some error. Let me check out the file. I think the file is open at my end. That's the problem. Let me close it. Let me close it. Yeah, and run it again. Let's go to products, bulk upload, select the file, select the same file. Let's process it. So we have the data, we have the summary. Now at this moment user want to cancel the upload. So let's see what will happen ideally. So if I go to uploads folder, right, this is the file. One of these file will be our file, right? So it should be deleted from here. It should not move to process folder, right? Second thing, the stage table, we might have some data at this moment, those should be deleted, right? So let's say, let me go to browser. Now I'll say cancel upload. Right, so upload is cancelled, right? Let's see. Let's go to the file. The file is deleted. Earlier there were two files. It got deleted. Now let's go to stage, and the stage table is also wiped out. So both scenario, confirm upload and cancel upload, both are working very nicely, right? So that's it in this video. I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll put down the link of previous video also, download data, in this video's detail section, and also in the comment section. So you can have both the video, because this is a very common requirement. When you are working on any enterprise application, there will be short requirement of either having a functionality of downloading the data, or at the same time you might have the requirement of download the data, do some massaging, upload it again, and save it to the database, right? So this is a similar kind of scenario I have tried to mimic. I hope you liked it, and And I'll request you to subscribe to my channel for more such interesting videos. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in some other video.